Shalom, first and foremost, not only war, praise God, it has honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shai, Hashem, Dash. Double honor to elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Rocky coming back with a quick lesson. Okay, this again, watching video of the influencers who died trying to go viral. These are content creators who lost their lives for views. All respect and condolences are offered to their families and loved ones. No. You don't want to play with your life, man. And I'm grateful I found this channel, or came across this channel, Chilling Scares, because made me realize, man, how grateful I have to be that, my body is right, not even right, but it's in a great condition, man, and mind as well. Having received this truth, even though there is challenges and you have to battle the demons, but the fact that I only have this truth, man, how powerful is that? So we have to be very grateful in this truth. Ecclesiasticus 29:11. Lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. So we have to lay up our treasures according to the commandments of Yahweh. So we have to follow this word. Shut up arms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. Because we are about to go through the time of affliction. What does it say in Daniel 12:1? It shall fight for thee against thine enemies. Your righteousness, you following this word, shall fight for thee against thine enemies better than a mighty shield and strong spear. Words of Yahweh, Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So we have to keep the word of Yahweh's patience. The scripture, I'm saying it's in Apocrypha. Going into, if you love danger, you're gonna perish therein. Yes, Sirach 3, what happened? Sirach 3:26, a stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein. Because what we're gonna watch, these influencers, they died trying to go viral. They loved danger, so they perish therein. Check it out.
On the 8th of November 2017, a Chinese daredevil Wu Yangning climbed to the 62-story Huayuanhua Center building in Changsha, China to record another one of his roof-topping challenge videos, not knowing that this one was going to be his last. Wu started his career working as a film extra and stuntman for low-budget productions, trying to break into the entertainment industry. Unfortunately, while he was good at his job, he struggled to earn a living from these jobs, forcing him to look elsewhere. So he turned to the internet and started posting daredevil roof-topping videos on Chinese platforms like Huashan and Weibo. Roof-topping, for those who don't know, is an extreme form of urban exploration. Participants climb on top of tall structures like skyscrapers, bridges, and cranes and record themselves doing dangerous stunts around the edges, usually without any safety equipment like a harness or a safety net. The draw of these videos lies in the constant, ever-present risk.
See this shit, man? That's fucking crazy. And it's more than that. You tempting the Lord, man. Yahweh said, do not tempt the Lord, man. Man, why the fuck is it doing that? I wanna
Harness for a safety net. The draw of these videos lies in the
You see this shit? This is fucking crazy.
constant, ever-present.
This is fucking crazy, man. This is fucking crazy, man. You are tempting the Lord. Deuteronomy 6:16, ye shall not tempt the Lord Yahweh your power as ye tempted him in Massah. Oh, yeah, this narrow it down. Matthew 4:7, Yahushua said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. So what these motherfuckers, so-called daredevils, doing is crazy.
Videos lies in the constant, ever-present risk that a single slip or misstep could be fatal. But Wu needed to stand out if he wanted to make a career out of it. So he took things a step further. Instead of just posting videos about sitting or standing close to the edges, Wu posted stunts like riding a Segway right up to the edge, hanging from the ledges, and doing pull-ups until he was close to muscle failure. This allowed him to gain an audience from the get-go, giving him the confidence to continue down this path. Over the years, he posted more than 500 videos and live streams to various platforms and managed to earn over 1 million followers on Weibo alone. These videos also earned him close to $83,000, making this his full-time career. Doing these crazy stunts allowed him to earn a better life for himself and his loved ones. There was just one massive problem. Creating viral stunts for an online audience means the creator can never slow down. Each video has to be crazier than the last one, or the audience becomes bored and moves on, leaving them without an income. However, the crazier the stunt is, the more likely it is to turn lethal. Sadly, that's exactly what happened with Wu in November 2017. He came across a competition promising $15,000 to the video that went the most viral. Wu needed this money to pay for his mother's medical expenses and wanted to save the rest for his wedding. So, on the morning of November 8th, he climbed to the roof of the Huayuan Hua Center building to film the most jaw-dropping stunt yet. Most people aren't allowed to climb to the very top of these buildings, so Wu likely had to free climb his way from the outside, adding life-threatening risk to this challenge before the camera even began rolling. After reaching the roof, he set up his tripod and began recording, and started lowering himself over the edge. First the right leg, and a few seconds later, the left. However, instantly something was not right. He looked like he was struggling to hang on and had to readjust his grip multiple times. He was potentially already exhausted from the free climb to the top, but he didn't really have the time to rest before someone from the building management might notice him and escort him back down. So he went ahead with the stunt anyway, proceeding to do the pull-ups he was most well known for. The plan was to pull himself back up to safety after the third pull-up. He'd done the same dozens of times in the past. Unfortunately, things did not go as planned. The video showed him struggling to pull himself back over the edge after the third pull-up. He tried to use his feet, but the side of the building was too slippery to generate any traction. Wu kept trying until his grip failed, sending him plunging 45 feet onto a lower terrace below. He did not survive this fall, and since he was completely alone when trying to record this video, no one knew what happened to him right away. His girlfriend filed a missing person report when he didn't return home, but it wasn't until the next day that a window cleaner discovered
He that loveth danger shall perish therein.
his remains. Wu wanted a better life for himself and his loved ones. Sadly, the risk he took for this viral stunt cost him everything. On the night of February 5th, 2021, the Urban Air Trampoline Park in Hermitage, Tennessee was filled to the brim with families and friend groups looking to enjoy the weekend night. However, on this night specifically, this would not last long. As one of the friend groups at the park was walking onto the parking lot, they saw a man running at them with a massive butcher knife in his hand. This was 20-year-old Timothy Wilkes, an upstanding and hardworking person who was just a month away from graduating as an HVAC technician. His future looked bright. However, Timothy's primary interest was in something else. He watched a lot of prank channels on YouTube and wanted to go viral with a prank of his own. More specifically, he wanted to film a fake robbery prank where he records himself pretending to rob someone and then uploading their reaction to the internet. But an important thing about almost all of these prank videos that he was watching on YouTube is that they were staged. 9 times out of 10, the person being pranked already knows about the whole thing and is only acting terrified for the camera. Timothy either didn't know this crucial detail or he knew but wanted to make his prank more authentic. So, on the 5th of February 2021, at around 9:25 p.m., he lunged at a group of friends with a knife in his hand. The plan was to scare them and then reveal that it was a prank before things got out of hand. What Timothy didn't know was that one of the people in this group, 23-year-old David Starnes Jr., was carrying a concealed firearm. From David's perspective, Timothy was a random man charging at him and his friends with a knife. In a split-second decision, David drew his firearm and opened fire, hitting Timothy once. Unfortunately, this one shot proved lethal, resulting in Timothy passing away before any help could arrive.
You know, what kind of fucking knucklehead you think it's a prank? You have a knife with you and you sprint towards some people. You know, after that you gotta fucking self-defend, man. You don't know what kind of fucking crazy people are out there. How the fuck you know it's a prank, man? Jay, that's an unbelievably stupid way to go. But the next one is even more stupid if I remember the order right. Damn it, boy. You're gonna see it's funny Northern Kingdom Jake, but these people tempting the Lord, man, then they see what the King of Terror does. You get me? So okay, let me bring out the scripture. Kill, make. It's in Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that even I am He, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there anything that can deliver out of my hand. So the highest power.
Timothy passing away before any help could arrive. David stayed at the scene until the police arrived and explained everything that had happened. He was detained at the time, but the police released him later as his actions were deemed self-defense.
Yeah, that was self-defense, but he thought maybe he or his friends gonna get fucking stabbed. You know?
On June 26, 2017,
Yeah, man, this even worse, man. This Northern Kingdom Jake, man. Damn it, boy. Man, just true. No, this is also part of the curses, man. Our people not being blessed with working thought patterns. Again, if you love danger, you're gonna perish therein. If you tempt the Lord, man, you're gonna catch the consequences.
YouTuber Mona Lisa Prez made a post on Twitter stating, "Me and Pedro are probably going to shoot one of the most dangerous videos ever. His idea, not mine." At first glance, this sounded like a severe exaggeration meant to drum up hype for her upcoming video, when in reality, calling it the most dangerous video ever was still an understatement for the tragedy that was about to unfold just 3 hours later. The lead up to this incident started back in November 2016, when Mona Lisa and her boyfriend Pedro decided to start a family channel together called Mona Lisa and Fam. This channel mostly consisted of vlogs of the two of them doing various challenges and going on adventures together. Normal, inoffensive family channel content. And while none of these videos went viral, they were still gaining consistent views, allowing the couple to gain thousands of subscribers by mid-2017. However, Pedro wanted to take his online career to the next level. The plan was to create a new channel called Damn It Boy, featuring daring stunts unlike...
Damn it, boy. You're gonna see my fucking crazy shit.
anything the internet had seen before. He even had a clear vision for the direction of this content.
Everything I'm gonna be showing you guys on my channel, you guys are gonna be saying, "Damn it, boy."
But unlike his family channel that was growing at a steady pace, Pedro wanted this channel to have good momentum from the get-go. He wanted his first video to go mega viral. And to do that, he wanted to upload the most dangerous and death-defying stunt he could think of. So after much deliberation, this was the idea he came up with.
The point of this video is, I really just want to see if a 50 caliber bullet can go through a book. So, the ultimate test to see if this 50 caliber bullet will go through a book is, I'm just not going to just set it and just shoot it. No. I'm going to stand behind it. And Mona Lisa is going to shoot it.
Mona Lisa was strongly opposed to this plan, but after nearly 2 months of back and forth, he managed to convince her that it could work. So on the 26th...
2 months of back and forth.
Is going to shoot it.
opposed to this plan, but after nearly 2 months of back and forth, he managed to convince her that it could work. So on the 26th of June 2017, at roughly 8 p.m., Pedro did exactly what he planned. He set up the camera in the backyard of their home in Houston, Minnesota, held up the book in front of him, and told Mona Lisa to shoot. Unfortunately for Pedro, the thick encyclopedia he chose for the stunt proved completely ineffective. The high-caliber bullet went straight through the book and his body. By the time help arrived, it was already too late. Pedro passed away in front of 30 witnesses from around the neighborhood who came running after hearing the gunshot, including his 3-year-old daughter. What made this situation even more heartbreaking was the fact that Mona Lisa was also pregnant with their second child. She was taken into custody and later pleaded guilty to second-degree manslaughter. However, the court understood her tragic situation and sentenced her to only 6 months in prison rather than the up to 15-year sentence that second-degree manslaughter usually carries.
That's fucking retarded. Anyway, Lord, we was edifying. Until the next one, shall we?